So let's just have a look at earlier in your life. This is how it really works. If we work backwards, we have a look at ourselves and we're really a belief machine. And all that means is that we are our actions, and all our actions are created from beliefs. Beliefs are caused because of a decision. And the decision is basically, I don't want to do that anymore, or I want to do that. But a decision is not based alone from nothing. Before a decision actually happens, there's some kind of thinking around why that decision was actually made. And I like to call them assumptions. So before a decision actually happens, some kind of assumption is taking place before that. But if we look before even that, there's considerations. Now, a consideration could have happened anywhere in your life previously. Now, what the unconscious mind actually does is it takes events, and it looks at events, and it takes a snapshot. And it doesn't have to really do much before that. But it takes this snapshot, and what it does, it gets a collection of snapshots, and over time, when it gets something very similar to make life easier for itself going forward, it makes an assumption. So for example, say if your parents were really good with money, then they'll make an assumption based on all the considerations before that money's good, and let's go get some. But unfortunately, if you're around a situation whereby money wasn't good, and a lot of families are like that, then a consideration is then maybe money's no good. And that becomes an assumption. And based on many of those assumptions or considerations which your unconscious mind has taken a snapshot, it makes a decision about what it thinks about money. Or it could be relationships. It could be anything. This is just an example. So based on all these considerations, all these snapshots, it makes assumptions, and then it makes a decision. Now really the decision then becomes into a belief. But here's the problem. As we said earlier, beliefs are how we make our actions and our motivations. So let's have a look at this guy down here. So if we think about all these decisions coming into a certain point in time, say this is now. So we can say decisions or beliefs. So what happens is we make decisions, but then this little man here, he becomes a decision. He's just one big decision or one big belief. And he takes actions based on those beliefs. Unfortunately, the problem with most people are they can't make their own decision because they are stuck in a position where they can't see what they can see. All that means is that they've got to a point in their life that they've made all these multiple decisions, that they've created so many beliefs that they just don't know how to get out of it. And that's where I come in. I help them make new decisions. Basically, we get back to these considerations and assumptions whereby they can now move in a different direction. Because this is the thing. This is now where they are. Based on all the decisions that they've made, all of this stuff here, which has got to here, they are predetermined to have to go in this one single hard line here. Because that's what they do. They've got beliefs which make them do what they do. You could be like that. But this is where all my clients come in. They've got themselves in some kind of a situation in their life whereby they can't move in the direction that they really want to move into. So they're going in this direction here, and they know they've got a problem because they want to be up here, or they want to choose a different direction in life, but they just can't. And they can't change their motivations about what they want to achieve. So all I do is I work with the client to help them get rid of these decisions, these beliefs and assumptions. So then by them being in this position here, they've got new decisions, because once we start knocking out a lot of these considerations and assumptions and beliefs, they now have a new option in their life or in their unconscious mind to be able to choose new things. So now they may want to choose this direction in life, or this direction, or this direction. But the difference is now that they've got a lot of freedom in their life to be able to make the decision to where they want to go next. Previous to working with me, they've only got this one predefined way that they can go in their life, because that's all the behavior they got left. By working with me, we knock out a lot of these decisions and beliefs, and we install new ones. That's the whole thing of what do. We install new decisions and new beliefs, which take the person in a new direction, which hence is why these now dotted lines become true in their life. If you're stuck in your life and you can't get to where you want to be, I urge you, please, make a booking with me. Let's talk about it so I can help you get to where you want to be.